Why the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, loves Bitcoin. It's how we make money. Robert Kiyosaki is using Bitcoin to protect his millions. Rich Dad, Poor Dad was first published in 1997 and has sold over 32 million copies. The personal finance book, co-authored by Robert Kiyosaki and Sharon Lechter, uses the examples of a rich dad versus a poor dad to illustrate different attitudes toward money. Now in his 70s, Kiyosaki still works hard to change the way people think about money. And Bitcoin, BTC, and cryptocurrency in general is an area he thinks we all need to understand. So much so that the Rich Dad, Poor Dad website has a free downloadable crypto book and its own dedicated crypto section. Kiyosaki believes the dollar is dying. The main reason the popular author loves Bitcoin is that he wants to hedge against a deflationary dollar. In a recent blog post, he explained, "Unlike most, I am not using Bitcoin to make millions. I'm using Bitcoin to protect my millions as insurance from the collapse of the dollar. I see Bitcoin as digital gold." Discover best places to buy Bitcoin more. Check out our updated list of best crypto apps, including one offer with a $100 crypto bonus. If you're wondering why he is so pessimistic about the dollar, a lot of it comes down to quantitative easing, a tool used by central banks to reduce interest rates and increase the amount of money in circulation. He's also not a big fan of the Federal Reserve, which he has called incompetent. Indeed, the Fed's policies during the pandemic prompted Kiyosaki to make various YouTube quarantine updates, including "Your currency is dying" and "The economy is dying." In one of them, he said of the Fed, "They've been printing money since 1971, and instead of fixing the problem, they just kept making the problem worse." Gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Kiyosaki has argued on a number of occasions that there's no point in saving money in a bank account right now. To him, the combination of low interest rates and deflation means cash you hold in a savings account is actually losing value. As a result, he sees upside in gold, silver, and Bitcoin. We found one company that's positioned itself perfectly as a long-term picks and shovels solution for the broader crypto market: Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and all the others. In fact, you've probably used this company's technology in the past few days, even if you've never had an account or even heard of the company before. That's how prevalent it's become. Sign up today for Stock Advisor and get access to our exclusive report, where you can get the full scoop on this company and its upside as a long-term investment. Learn more and get started today with a special new member discount. Get started on August 23. He tweeted, "Bitcoin is booming. Gold is stagnant. Silver is 50% below all-time highs. Dollar is dropping. Silver is the best, lowest risk, high potential investment. Bitcoin has the greatest upside. With dollar dropping, Bitcoin and silver are the best investments." He says that the last 2 years have changed our lives dramatically, and it is important to start learning to create wealth and not rely on the government when things get tough. He has always strongly advocated finding ways, such as entrepreneurship, to become financially independent. Kiyosaki encourages everybody to think outside the system and believes cryptocurrencies are one way to do that. Do your own research whatever you think of Kiyosaki's views before you rush to open an account with a top cryptocurrency exchange. He has one other valuable piece of advice: investigate it for yourself. If you are going to invest, first study the subject and then find someone who is investing in the asset you're interested in and ask them questions. He says in his book, Decrypting Crypto. Rich Dad R. Kiyosaki projects the downfall of US dollar, labels it toilet paper. Robert Kiyosaki, author of the best-selling personal finance book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, has projected a possible end to the United States dollar's global domination as the world reserve currency. According to Kiyosaki, the U.S. has been a bully for a long time due to its position as the reserve currency. While referencing the possible end of domination using Gresham's law, he said during a Rich Dad radio session on March 21. The financial educator noted that Gresham's law, which states that bad money drags out good money, is now in action. He likened the dollar to toilet paper and asserted that silver and gold are the good money that will likely replace the dollar. The author pointed out an indication of the domination's end can be viewed from other countries forming economic alliances. He cited the growth of Brazil, Russia, India, and China, member countries that are opting to transact in another form of currency. He further suggested that the world has had enough of the transacting in the dollar while supplying the United States with real goods. Indeed, Kiyosaki has previously warned the continued devaluation of the dollar will likely make the currency worthless, especially with the excessive printing. In this line, he has termed the dollar fake money. As reported by Finbold in February, the renowned investor stated that the fake dollar was pushing the American empire to its end. While issuing the gloomy outlook for the dollar, Kiyosaki has advocated for investment in precious metals and cryptocurrencies with a special focus on Bitcoin. In the meantime, Kiyosaki projects a possible global economic crash that has been worsened by the rising inflation, which he blames the Federal Reserve for failing to contain. As the US dollar rises, Robert Kiyosaki calls for crypto buying opportunity. Rich Dad's best-selling author. A US dollar crisis may happen by January, according to Poor Dad, who has recommended buying Bitcoin and 2 other commodities. As the US currency strengthens and interest rates continue to rise, businessman and best-selling author Robert Kiyosaki has referred to Bitcoin, BTC, silver, and gold as a buying opportunity. The author observed the prices of the 3 commodities, which are commonly referred to as safe haven assets, would continue declining as the U.S. currency strengthened, confirming its value until the Fed pivots and lowers interest rates. In a tweet on October 2 to his 2.1 million followers, Kiyosaki tweeted, "Buying OP pure to Manitui. If Fed continues raising interest rates, U.S. dollar will get stronger, causing gold, silver, and Bitcoin prices to go lower. Buy more. When Fed pivots and drops interest rates as England just did, you will smile while others cry." The day before, Kiyosaki said in an article that this flip might occur as early as January 2023, causing the US dollar to fall in a manner similar to the newly devalued British pound. Will the US dollar follow English pound sterling? I believe it will. I believe US dollar will crash by January 2023 after Fed pivots, Kiyosaki said, and then added he will not be a victim of the FED, a supporter of asset classes that the Fed cannot directly influence since May 2020. Kiyosaki once urged investors to get Bitcoin and save yourselves. In the wake of the Fed's sudden, massive money creation activities in reaction to the COVID-19 outbreak. Interestingly, Kiyosaki continues to like Bitcoin, despite not thinking it has any value, as he stated in a recent Rich Dad interview. In his most recent tweet, the author appears to be supporting Bitcoin once more, writing, "You will smile while others grieve when Fed pivots and lowers interest rates as England recently did." Kiyosaki emphasized the necessity to invest in digital assets today in a letter he sent to his mailing subscribers in September. It's not enough to get into crypto before the largest economic crisis in history. This is the time you need to start investing in cryptocurrencies. According to Trading Economics, the US dollar has gradually gotten stronger relative to other important world currencies during the past year, with declines in the GBP/USD, Euro/USD, and Japanese Yen/USD of 18.24%, 15.54%, and 23.33%, respectively. At the same time, a 55% decline in the market capitalization of cryptocurrencies over the past 12 months has corresponded with the Fed's interest rate hike and a strengthening USD. C.K. Zheng, the co-founder of the hedge firm, predicted last month that BTC will experience extremely tumultuous trading in October. October is a highly volatile month, especially when high inflation is present, and there is a lot of discussion about the Fed and changing policy. The worry is that the U.S. economy could actually enter a severe recession if the Fed tightens monetary policy excessively. Other high-performing assets. What other high-performing assets should one invest in? The space of P2E gaming has seen enormous growth during the last crypto bull run, but even during this environment, some coins in this space could provide tremendous returns, such as the newly released Tamagotchi (TAMA) coin. The idea is similar to Tamagotchi in that users can buy a pet, feed it, and then engage in combat with it once it has grown up. Because it is a play-to-earn P2E platform, players may make money while having fun and moving up the leaderboard by gaining Doge points. TAMA is a meme coin with utility that will be used to discover all of the special features of the platform. Tamagotchi was recently listed on OKX, one of the most popular cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. This has caused it to spike in value of hundreds of percent which is an incredible performance in the current environment. Based on its live market cap of over $60 million, Tamadoge is now the fifth largest meme coin behind Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Dogecoin Mars, and Baby Dogecoin. The Tamadoge team is preparing to release a host of new features, one of the most notable being the release of the augmented reality software, or app, in the fourth quarter of 2023. The ability to be close to their pets while using the app will make it much easier for players to commit to maintaining their well-being. While we believe in the potential of this coin, investors are encouraged to do their own research before investing. The full paper and roadmap for TMA can be read here. Cryptocurrency may be a good hedge against inflation, but prices can also fluctuate wildly. It's true that we don't yet know what the full economic fallout from the pandemic and associated government spending will be, but we also don't know how the cryptocurrency industry will evolve. As with any investment, make sure you fully understand the risks involved and weigh whether a cryptocurrency investment is right for your situation.